Guys, welcome back to All Things Caroline. If you're new here, karibu sana. So I want to start off by thanking everybody for watching my videos. I love you so much, and thank you so much from the deepest part of my heart. So I've done previous there's a time last year I did a video towards the end of last year. I did a video on some of the postpartum essential, my holy grails that helped me through my postpartum journey. And I got lots of positive feedback from that. So today we're gonna do mommy must have like holy grails when you have a newborn. And if you're new here and you don't know and you've not watched my previous videos, I have a baby girl. We almost turning 9 months, so it's been like a lot of time for me to just figure out what's working for me, what's working for her, and what's working for the both of us, like as a family and also like as a family. Because I remember when I was pregnant, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't know, so I ended up like box shopping. Like I bought so many things, so some of those things I ended up using, and some are just like a waste of money, or some she didn't like and I didn't feel comfortable using. So today we're just gonna do must-haves, like holy grails new moms need to have in order to survive the newborn stage. And not only newborn, but like just throughout, like for me it's been 9 months, like some of the things that have really worked for me. So that's what we're gonna be talking about. So I'm gonna try my best and link like where you can get some of these things. So if you I don't know, like I'm just gonna use Amazon because it's so easy to get like links and stuff. So I'm gonna use Amazon, and just leave links on where you can get some of these things. And and a little disclaimer, just because they worked for me doesn't mean they have to work for you. Everybody's different, every mom is different, every kid is different. And we all need different things to for survival mode and everything. So let's get into the video. And yeah. So what I did, I wrote down like most of the things that worked for me. And yeah. So first I'm gonna start off with bassinet. So that came in in handy a lot, because I remember when I had my baby, I didn't feel comfortable her sleeping alone in her room. And if you watched my previous video, the house we were in, our apartment here, like it was a town house, so we had upstairs and downstairs, and her room was going to be downstairs. So I didn't feel comfortable having her downstairs and me upstairs, and just the going up and down to get her, that was not for me. So the bassinet came in handy. We just had we had her in our room in her bassinet, so not on our bed but in her bassinet. That came in handy, really good. The other thing was diaper bag, because I remember like that was our first week, we had so many appointments, and that came in handy. And when they're small, they pee and poop a lot, so you need diapers in handy and wipes. So getting a good diaper bag, and probably the one that has a changing pad, that came in handy for me very much. So diaper bag, and also like lots of diapers, wipes, that comes in handy. The other thing is diaper pail for like throwing the diapers, because they go through diapers so fast, so you need somewhere like to put them. And getting one that's not gonna like have odor or anything. And I remember the one I got it from Walmart, and they had an offer. They gave me like a pail, like the plastic bags are gonna last us a whole year. So I think from the day she was born, now we're 9 months, I still have some plastic bags remaining and I haven't used them. So that came in handy, and I think it was only going for, I don't remember, like $70, but it's gonna last me a whole year, so that was good. The other thing is a changing table. So changing table and changing pad for the changing table, that is so helpful. It was so helpful for me because after baby I did want to like do lots of like bending over to change, or just being on, like, you know, I just wanted something that I was comfortably using. And the changing pad that we got was pretty good, because we got the or changing pad, changing table, I mean, from IKEA. So it came like a, you know, it's a changing table on top. It has a toy spot, and you know, we have drawers, so that's why I put like all her newborn clothes when she was small. Not like I go like changing as she's growing up, growing some of the clothes. But that, you know, it has drawers, it has bookcase. That's why I have like her books there. And I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see if I can put photos of these things that I'm talking about, if I still have them. So yeah, that came in handy, and that will come in handy because you don't, you know, after baby and all, everything that goes around, like just the changes in your body, you don't want to bend a lot. So, and for me, changing how while I was standing, it was very good, and it worked for me very well. And I think that's a must have, you know, just how much that's non-negotiable. You need someone to change the diapers. And as I've just say, they go through diapers like no one's business, and they just, people, you know, there's a lot of changing. So you want to be comfortable too. You know, you've just come from a hospital. I know everybody goes naturally. You can, maybe you're a CS mom, you want to do it while you're standing at the comfort of where you are. So that came in handy very well. The other thing that came in handy was I'm just gonna like I'm gonna say the ones that are worked for me when she was like a few months old, and just throughout the 9 months, and now we're 9 months, something that are continue to work for us. So the other thing is high chair. So we got a really nice high chair from our baby shower. We had that on our list of things that we needed, and she got her high chair from her grandpa, and that is just a lifesaver. I don't know, like I don't think I could be able to like feed her when she's like moving around. So we started using that just before she turned 6, because she was starting to sit upright, and it was really comfortable for like me having her there to just, you know, for her to learn how like to you know, sit upright and stuff. So that started working for us, like, you know, just before she turned 6 and started sitting upright, and up to now we're still using it. So the good thing about the one we got is a 7-in-1, so she's gonna use it. I think it's a high chair, and then it turns to, it's a portable one, so we can carry it and look at the flight. It comes apart, and then it has like a stool she can step on when I'm cooking the kitchen. She's like older, like maybe 4, 3. So it's really, it's gonna come in handy for us. We only had 9 months, and we use it every single day, 3 times a day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, we use it. And sometimes I just have her sit there when I'm like doing something. She likes to sit there and maybe watch Cocomelon, and so that comes in handy a lot. And the other thing, babies move a lot. Babies move a lot, so you want them like, but when you're feeding them, you want them sitting somewhere still and not moving a lot, because that distracts them. But when you have them like confined somewhere and feeding, first it saves you a lot of time, because, you know, it's just business, you know, eat, and then, you know, but so when like she's sitting there, she wants to be out and go play, so she's gonna feed. So that came in really handy, like came in handy for us, and we're still using it. So that was a good one. The thing was a playpen. So a playpen, I don't have I'm gonna look for a picture and put it here. So a playpen, so after the bassinet, we transferred her to the playpen because she was not feeding in the bassinet anymore. She had outgrown it, so we moved to a playpen. And the good thing about playpen is when we're going like on vacations, we'll take it with us. We just like put it in the car. If you're going on a road trip, if you're flying, we just put it in the plane. And the good thing about the one we have is like it's foldable, so we just take it with us everywhere we're going. So it's like a playpen stroke bed, so she can just sit there and play with her toys. And then when it's like nighttime, we just remove the toys. It has mattress, so she sleeps on it, and that is just so good. I love it, like I love it. we go to hotels and we don't have to ask for their playpen. She sleeps at you know, just the way she's used to sleep, like her bed, her tiny pillow, and there isn't lots of changes for her because she is already used to that, and that comes in handy. It has come in handy for us so many times, and we use it every day. All right, the other thing is play mats. When you have like when the baby starts tummy time, yes, tummy time, you want them like, you know, not on the couch, they can fall, or not on the bed, but when they're on the floor, you know, on a play mat, that is just a lifesaver. We have used our mats so often, and the ones I got are just so easy to wash, and we use them every day. So like, so I think we have an ABC one, we have a fuzzy one. So I have one for her room when she's like just playing in her room, and I have two more for her play area when she's playing around in her play area. And they're just so good. And the other thing, the other reason why they work for us is because our play area has tiles, which can be pretty cold. So when we have mats for her, they work amazing. Like, they are so good, they work for us really good, and we love them. And that's something that I cannot pass. That is a like must have. And mostly when they have like they start tummy time, and you want them on the time most of the day, well, mom, a few times a day, that can come in handy. And when like for us she is crawling, that comes in handy a whole lot, because I don't want her crawling on the tiles because they're a little bit hard, and having on the like the mats on the floor, that I just so amazing. I just love that. All right, the other thing is the baby basin. So you want to get something that you know, good for you, good for baby, and safe. You know, you want to check out the safety of what you're using for your child. So I remember the one we got, I think we also got it from baby registry, and it has come in handy. So the one we got had like a seat, so like, you know, like this. So it had a seat on one side, and then it had net, so she wouldn't like fall, not drowning. It was really good. Just, you know, just she's just, so it's a basin you put in the tub, or you can put it anywhere where you're comfortable. You can put it on the changing table, and she's just lies there on the net, and the water gets from the net to her, and that is amazing. So what we did after she outgrew the net, we just removed the net, and now she uses the other side of the, it has like a seat, so she sits down when she's taking her baths, and that is just a lifesaver, because it's something that we use from day one, and now we're 9 months, just changing, just removing the net, and we still continue using it. So it's been working amazing for us. Like, that has been so nice. So the other thing is books, and I find that my baby comes when someone is reading to her, so we got books for her. Earlier on, when I was like, I think when I was pregnant, I already had books for her. So books are essential or nice to have. A bouncer, that was really good for us too, because it's it so the one, well, there are different types of bouncers, that's for one, but the one we got was really good because it had like music on one side. It has some stuff that are just going round and round. She just tap on them, and they change colors and all that. So that worked for us really good, because I'll put her there when I'm like taking a shower, while I'm prepping her dinner, lunch, or breakfast. When we're making our own dinner, so we'll just have her there, but not right now. She doesn't want it anymore. She just wants to be crawling around and going to all rooms. So it worked for us as well for a while, but it was really good. It helped us a lot, because she was coming to a point where we couldn't leave her like sitting on the couch. We couldn't leave her on the bed because falling risk. So we just used that, and it was working amazing. You know, just having fun. She could even sit on that watching Coco Melon or just doing her own stuff, and then now it's not working for us anymore, but that was a really good one. It helped like support her back, turning around. It had that turning around and getting things around, so that helped her a lot with her mobility and stuff. All right, the other thing that worked for us, Mama Ru. Oh my gosh, that was a lifesaver for like when she was a newborn. She loved it. The other thing about Mama Ru is not all kids are like them. Not all kids like them, but I always loved it. It was so amazing. She loved it from day one. I remember the first day we took her home. I put on that one and she just fell asleep. That was a lifesaver too. So when she was young and we didn't have a bouncer, so well, you can't put a newborn in a bouncer. So we used to put it because they're so tiny and their legs are so like tiny, so you don't want them on that bouncer. It's really big. So the Mama Ru worked amazing for us. She loved it. It had like different motions. It had like the, I think, rainy, rocky, whatever, and it had music. So that was really good, and I thank God we had that. So the one we got was a bit expensive. I think it's like not a, yeah, it was a bit expensive because it was over $200. And the good thing about it is that it was connected to like our phones, so we'll play music for her, and that helped me like just relax, just sit back, relax, and enjoy. It helped me with that. It helped me when I was taking showers. It helped when I was like prepping food for us. So that works amazing for us, and I'll recommend anybody who's having a baby to have that. But remember, not all babies are for that. Not all babies. The other thing, and I've done a video on this, I'm gonna leave a link in the description box, is a NutriBullet, the blender. Since she turned 6 months, we are now at 9, and I don't regret getting it. It's been working amazing. It's got like tiny containers where we put food. If we're going somewhere, we can carry it. If we're like putting in the fridge, you just pour them in those containers, and it's so easy for me to measure how much food I'm giving and also keep track. So that has been working really great. I love the NutriBullet so much. It's just amazing. That has been amazing. We've used it for 3 months now, and we love it. All right, the other thing is baby cameras in her room. So as I mentioned earlier, our baby was not sleeping alone in her room, but when I was like downstairs in the kitchen or doing stuff, I would have her in her room while I was doing something, and I had connected the camera from her room to my phone to keep on watching her when she's awake, or not to grab anything that was around her, not to like be on her, well, just anything, just keep tab on her. And I felt safe, and I felt like my daughter was okay where she was because I could see her, if that makes sense. And that has helped us a whole lot. And so the other one, bum cream. I didn't know how much like kids need that, because as I said, you use lots of diapers and you want to make sure that their bottom is always clean, and put ointment if need be to avoid a diaper rash, because that is so bad. I remember when she was young, she got it once, and since we started using bottom cream, she's never gotten it again. But that is really bad for kids. I don't know, but sometimes when you look at it, it looks like they're in pain. So bum cream is something that you need as a new mom. If you don't know, just get that. Get lots of that. You're gonna use it, you're gonna need it every day. All right, the other thing that we got that has been so nice to have is this behind me, toy storage. We've used it so many times, and we're still using it to now. So the one we got right now has like different bins, and it's like a staircase. So this part right here you see right here is the top, and then there's one level down and then a level down. So it's been working amazing. We love it. We got this from IKEA, so we got it. It was all apart. We had to fix it ourselves. That was a lot of work, and it was very inexpensive, so it was really good investment. and it's not something that I regret, because she's gonna use toys. I don't know for how long, but we're gonna need it at the end of the day. When I was pregnant, I didn't have anybody telling me that this is what you're supposed to have, and I didn't have anybody who was like expecting at the same time I was having a baby to just, you know, tell me or alert me, you know, like on a just things that I'm really gonna need the first few days of life. I didn't have anybody like that, but I'm gonna share this with you. Something that I didn't know I needed, and I needed lots of them, was bath clothes. I didn't have lots of them. I remember I just got on Amazon and I saw a pack of 4. I got 2. So no, I think I got only 1. So I had 4 bath clothes. And I remember when we were home, when we came home, we used for all of them on the first day. We had to go, like on the second day or third, we had to like go to the store to get more. We went to Walmart, got more backpacks. Those ones you really need. You don't know how much you need them, but man, you do need them. You need those ones. Those and bibs. For me, I love bibs, or some people call them feeders. Bibs are just so good. Nobody tells you how many you need them until you're actually there. So those are 3 things that you really need in the fact, like when you bring your baby home. You need lots of diapers, wipes, bath clothes, and bibs. So personally, when I was feeding her, I loved, though I was like breastfeeding her, I loved having have a bib on her, because I really don't like how the milk smells when it sits on like their necks, because they're, you know, they're just like that. It smells really bad. So having something around their neck when they're feeding, because, you know, sometimes they drool, or, you know, just, I don't know, but yeah, babies, it's just a lot. But bibs come in handy and they prevent that. And also you got to remember that you're advised not to give babies a bath like the first few days. You just give them sponge baths, and when they have like all that and the smell, you know, babies can smell really bad if they're not cleaned well. So just having a bib on them works very good, and it's just not gonna be on their clothes and all that. I just don't like the smell of milk when it sits like on their necks. It's really disgusting, and it can make you hate. Yeah, it's so bad. So having those came in handy for us a lot, a whole lot. So I'd advise you, if you're having a baby, if you're expecting, if you're shopping, get those and get many of those ones, because you're not gonna regret. That's for sure. You're not gonna regret. They're gonna come in handy in more ways than you can imagine. So we say that, bath clothes and babes. The other thing is swaddles. So not all babies love swaddles, but for us, our baby loved swaddles. So we got the long swaddles, and we got like the easy swaddles where you just put the baby in and they have Velcro. So we use those ones a whole lot. I'm gonna get a picture somewhere and put it somewhere, maybe right here, and I'll show you guys how it looks. Those ones are just so easy to use too. You don't have to like go to class division or to like wrap a baby. Those ones are coming handy because they're all ready. Just put the baby in. It's like a basket. Just put the baby in, Velcro it, use the Velcros, and baby is secure and ready to sleep. And also the other thing, some babies love to be swaddled. It's just the way it is. In other words, just in the belly, they used to like just being cuddly, like cuddling themselves like that. So that works perfectly for babies who love that. Some moms have told me that their babies didn't like it, so it's not for everyone. It's not for every baby. Some babies are so different. Just because it's working for my baby doesn't mean it has to work for your baby. All babies are different, and everything, like all moms are different too. So yeah. The other thing is mittens, like for their hands when it's like cold, or sometimes they have really long nails and they can scratch themselves. So mittens worked for us great until she learned how to remove them. But she used them for like 4 months. They were all 3. So those ones came in handy because when she was small, I was really scared of. We were both scared of like cutting the nails, trimming them. It's just it's so vulnerable. Like those hands are so tiny. So having maintenance on them is really nice, keeps them warm, and prevents them from scratching themselves. So those ones came in handy for us. And I think most babies at that age, when they're like small, they don't know how to, they can't remove them. But I don't know. And also that's someone's choice if you want your baby to have them. I don't see anything wrong with that. If you don't have mittens, some moms put socks on them, but I think mittens are better because they have like they sometimes they're a little bit tighter on their hands, so they're not gonna fall off like socks. I don't know, but you know, either way, just anything that's gonna prevent them from scratching themselves, just get it, because they scratch themselves, it's just all moving and they'll scratch you too. So having them mittens gonna prevent lots of stuff. So on the point of mittens, you also need lots of socks. Lots of socks. Get socks. If you know you're having a baby in a cold season, get socks, you're gonna need them. Get socks. And also like after socks in a cold weather, you also like the pajamas you get should go with weather. If you know the long onesie ones, those ones come in handy too. Those ones are so good. Like when they're sleeping, they're warm, they're really warm. And babies like to like be warm when they're like sleeping, not really like hot warm, really bad, but comfortable. So something comfortable that's gonna work for you and for the baby, that would just be an amazing thing. So the other thing that you need is a mesh laundry bag or bags, because when you're washing those socks, I remember when the first few months when I was washing socks, I lost so many socks. I don't know where they were going, or if they get stuck like in the, because they're so tiny, in the dryer in the washing machine. And I ended up like having like socks without pairs. So having a mesh laundry bag is so good because you have them all together, the socks, the mittens, the tiny stuff, you just put them together and wash them together. That way when like they're in the dryer, you know, they're just together. When you take them out, they're together, so you can just partner them up. But when everything is everywhere, it's so difficult to keep track because you'll lose and you won't know where you lost them. So that was really good thing for us. I think we got that after 1 month of me losing socks and buying more socks. We went to Walmart and got that mesh laundry bag, and it worked amazing for us. So good, it was so good. The other thing is towels. When babies are small, of course you're just doing what is it called, sponge baths, because they're so tight. They're because of the umbilical cord, that one, then yeah. So you want to just make sure that you're using a clean towel every day. So if you, it also depends with how often you want to do your laundry. If you want to do your laundry after 3 days, make sure that you have enough towels. If you have a washer and dryer, you can do that as often as you want, but also you have to make sure you're conserving energy. If you're hand washing them, make sure you have lots of those, lots of towels. If you're hand washing them and them drying outside, make sure you have lots of towels, because you want to make sure that they're also dry before you use them on baby. And also you want to give time for them to dry nicely. Just don't want to use damp clothes on baby. So make sure you have enough of those towels. Come in handy, towels, face towels, anything to do with their baths. So talking about bath, and the other thing is what is it called, soap and like the baby shampoo and baby lotion, because when babies are born, they kind of, the skin, they peel a little bit, they peel. So we want to make sure that you're keeping their skin moisturized, because it gets dry, a little bit dry. So and the skin yeah it scales a little bit. So make sure that you have a good baby lotion for that, because it doesn't look that cute when they're peeling. So you make sure that you know you keep babies moisturized a little bit, looking all nice and smelling nice. So that's a good one. The other thing that I really loved was a car seat cover. So you know, we had a car seat, and then I'll just cover my baby, so like from here down, and it wasn't that, like, it wasn't working for me that well, because at the end of the day, like, we were in Washington, can get really bad and wind. So to prevent all that, you want a car seat cover. And also, me having had a baby during Corona, we didn't want close proximity to people. And the people are obsessed with babies. People are obsessed with babies. I don't know if it's just here or it's everywhere else around the world, but people are obsessed with babies. They see you carrying a car seat, they want to come and see the baby. They want to see the baby. Yeah, they just like, hey, baby. So just preventing all that. But when you cover them, it's so hard for somebody to come and just, you know, open it to see the baby. But when the baby's face is just out there, everybody wants to come see the baby. So the other thing is baby's grooming kit. You want to have a brush, you want to have, like, just, you know, a brush if they have hair. Most babies have hairs. Almost, I don't know about all, but you know, you want to brush their hair, you want them looking cute, you want them looking groomed. You know, just don't want baby looking like they're being born. So you want a baby looking cute. I love cute babies. You know, all babies are cute, but just grooming them, looking nice and all everything. So combs and brush. They have sometimes they have grooming kits that come as a set. They have nail clippers, brushes, a comb, and some hospitals give you some of those when you live in the hospital. Not the nail clippers. They give you a brush for the hair. So that's something nice to have if you and some of these items, if you're planning a baby shower, you can give a list to your friends and tell them what you really need. And these are some of the things that you're gonna need. The other one is teething toys. That comes in handy when the baby start like putting things in their mouth and they want to chew on something. That comes in handy. Get you don't need to get like lots of them, but get a few, you know, just have something. And not every baby likes pacifiers. Our team like pacifiers. If someone give a pacifier, she chews on the other side, not the nipple side, the other side where she's supposed to hold. So not all babies are made for pacifiers, not all babies use pacifiers, and not all moms like having their kids use pacifiers. So teething toys are really nice. The other one is onesies. Those ones, day in day out, onesies. I love onesies. I think I only have like two shirts, like general onesies. I only have two. I prefer onesies personally, because like when she has her diaper, she cannot wrap it because it's all like it has buttons on it, so she's not gonna be able to open. So that comes in handy. And the good thing about it, you can get like long sleeves, you can get short sleeves. There's a time it was really hot and we ended up having her sleep in onesies, like, you know, a long sleeve onesie. Just as long as her hands are okay, she was fine sleeping the whole night just in a onesie. So onesies are really good, and onesies you're gonna get some pants, and all this depends with when you're having a child. If it's during summer, you want to make sure that you have short sleeve onesies, you want to have shorts, you want to have light pants. If you're having your baby in winter, it's cold, you want to make sure that you have pajamas that are really long and fuzzy and like to keep them warm. You want to make sure you have blankets. That's the other thing that is on my list. You need blankets, and you need, yeah, a couple, not a couple, you need maybe more than two, so you need those ones. The other thing that has really worked for me is a carrier. You know, just carry my baby around, and I sometimes love having my baby so close to me, so a carrier is really good. And that there's a video that I did and I showed you guys the type of carrier that I use. I'm gonna also leave a link and you can see how it is. It's really good. It's a the one I have is a 4-in-1, so you can have the baby, I think, facing me. You can have her facing away, you can have on my back. I don't remember the fourth one, but it's a 4-in-1, so it was really good. carry is good. The other thing is a thermometer. That goes without saying. A thermometer is a must. You want to have a thermometer if in case you feel like baby is feeling warm and you need to go to the hospital before you call. This is one thing that I did. I remember when we just came home from the hospital, I used to call the hospital so many times. Like any time the baby did anything, like even cough, I'll call the hospital. So I remember the other day I called the hospital because she was coughing. She was having a dry cough and I didn't know what was causing it. So I ended up calling the hospital, but she didn't have a fever or anything. But you want to make sure you have that regardless of what. Regardless of if you worry a lot, if you don't worry, you need the thermometer. It's gonna come in handy. Make sure that you keep in check of their temperature. And sometimes babies cry a lot and you don't know why they're crying. Maybe they're warm or maybe they're not okay, and that thermometer is gonna help you figure that out. And you can just check the temperature. Because so for me, my experience here is every time that I call the hospital and I say I think my baby's not feeling well, the first thing they ask you what's our temperature. You want to make sure you have a thermometer to measure that. And if it's like above, I think 98, the baby is not okay, and they tell you to go in. You want to have something, so a thermometer comes in handy, and you're gonna find yourself using that a whole lot. The other thing that has worked for us immensely is our light projector. So that has been working for us since day one, because when we turn off the light it gets so dark and she won't sleep. So having a light projector that has like stars on the ceiling, stars, moon, that has been so amazing. And everywhere we go, because it's really tiny, everywhere we go we take that. And so as it happens, I also got adapted to that. I can't sleep without it. It gets so dark. I don't know if I get scared of it. But I also use it. We use it once, like in a room. We ended up getting two. So in a room we have one, and anywhere she's sleeping around the house, when it's like at night, we have it so that she can see the stars on the ceiling. The other thing that we got, well, there's so many things. And the other thing, the last thing that I'm gonna talk about like some of the holy grails for new moms, or second time moms, or just any mom out there, is a rocker. That has been amazing for me, because I sit there when I'm reading to her, I sit there when I'm feeding her, the dad can sit there read to her. It's been amazing. Just sit there rocking her to and fro, and she falls asleep really fast when she's being rocked. So that has been amazing. We love using it so much, and we use it every day. We're 9 months, we're still using it, so it was a good investment. We started using it from day one. I'm gonna show you a photo of the first time she was on the rock. I think the first days we used it. I think I have the photo. I'm gonna put it somewhere. I don't know. So this brings us to the end of this video. This has been fun doing this. Like, there's so many things that I've been using that have been so nice. I think I don't know if there's anything else. I'm in baby's room right now. That's why you see me look around. I think the last thing I'm gonna maybe talk about is the laundry basket. You need that, and you need like the one that has worked for me is the one that closes. I didn't have that written down. Closes, because sometimes you have soiled clothes, and maybe it's one outfit, so you don't want to put that in the laundry and like wash that alone. So having one that closes is really good. It keeps the smell from coming out of the room. And I think that's all. I don't think there's anything else. So I think this brings us to the end of this video. I don't think there's anything else. This was fun. If there's anything that you think I missed, please let me know. Or just comment down below if you're a new mom and some of the things that have worked for you, or your holy grails. Let me know, and share this information because I know there's so many people out there who are expecting, and hi babies don't know what to do, or nobody's there to tell them what they really need to do. So if you have friends who are expecting, please do share this video, and you know, just think a lot. You know, I feel like it's only been 9 months, but I feel I can tell somebody what they really need for the first few months. And so this are some of the things, and as we go into like toddlerhood and all that, when as she's growing, I'm gonna add more stuff in some of the things that are gonna be working, because you know, some of the things that worked for us before are now not working anymore. We've adapted to more things, we buy more stuff for her, so I'll do a video on that too. And also, like, this is to mark her 9 months, so we're going to 9 months. I felt so proud of myself. I felt proud of how far we've come as a family. It's been amazing. This journey is just so beautiful. It's been beautiful, and I thank God for it. So I think, like, yeah, last time, this is the end of this video. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.